Howdy y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a more updated version of a thing I did about a year ago. It was May 22, it was actually May 1st, surprisingly. It is that building an ancient tower in Minecraft tutorial. This one might be a tutorial. I'll have some tips and pointers in it, but I have not done this. So we're gonna get into this. We're just gonna build it, and I'm just basically gonna talk about it. So, in that time, there have been some new blocks. So, these are going to be some of the blocks we're going to be using. There will be more. There might be less. Keep that in mind. But this is the basic color palette of grays and darker browns. And we're gonna try to keep some moss and such on it. So let's begin. In the build, I revisited because it's been a year since I visited that world. So we're just gonna build the shape that it was, or at least the shape that I think it was. That is one block. Diagonal to that is another block. So make 3 diagonal blocks. On the third, leaving the center of the center block, you're gonna leave that out. You're not going to do anything more with that until right now. And then off of this one, you don't want to go diagonal up anymore. You just want to straight. So 1, 2. You want to place that. So you get a little curve. Ta-da, like that. So footprint of the house I did. It's not very big. This was basically the house. I don't remember how tall it is. We're just place the flooring in. So we're gonna change some of the flooring later. There we go. So it seems to be 11 blocks tall. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place our wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give you 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So now we know that we have 11 blocks in height to work with, because we're making ruins. We're not remaking this. We're making ruins. So we know that there was a second story here, 2 stories, 1 room, and then another room. Might not be using that word right, but anyways. We're gonna, so, yeah. We have 11 blocks to work with. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, there might be another one. Anyways, that's what we can work with, usually. So, we're gonna, relatively small tower. It was not a castle, it was a tower. So, we're just gonna move some of these up, make it look sharp, fallen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you do not go over the 11 block top. This was without the roof, but make sure you don't go more than 11 blocks. If you're remaking it like I am. Otherwise, go as tall as you want. But if you want to build exactly what I am building, go ahead. I will not stop you. I will not try to stop you. Go ahead and copy this build. So I now have them all at different heights, and you might notice that some of these I've put blocks on the outside. This is to give it a little more look like it fell, and make the circle less circular. So there we go. With that, we're gonna take some slabs. If any gray. So I'll line these up. We can just pick them with the since I'm on computer, it's just the middle your mouse thing. You just tap it and then you got it. So we're going to first we're going just place some like stairs and slabs in here just to make it look more like the roof fell in. Placeholder. It doesn't matter if the entrance is locked or not. Okay. We have something like this. You just placing random blocks. Well, random in these categories at least. Go. Now it's time for texturing. So it'd be a little odd if the outside roof, which has been there for on the ground for probably less time, had more texturing than the walls did. So we're gonna change that and spruce up the texture while we're at it. Here, where there would have been an entrance, let's place some design aspects. That way people could be like, ooh, and ah over it. A lot of this wood might not stay. So let's get a darker wood, maybe. Maybe this might work. To give it more worn, wet appearance. And let's place some grass in here in the mix. There we go. Now we're going to use some tuff because that's a good texture. It looks more like it's crumbling. So I find it easier just to use one and then get all of the necessary for it, or at least all that you think is necessary for one color. Oh. And then once you have the one how you like it, then you go in with like crack. Maybe replace a few, add some moss, probably near the base. But if you need to add a block or two up top, feel free. It will add to the realism. Let's add to that. Now there's a half. That go. That was some half ones. There we go. Make sure. I think we're starting to get it how I like it. And so just get it to where you like it. That's really all that matters. And now, since we're done with this section, we've got a pretty good base. We can add some stray, like, stones. Excuse me. To, like, the side if you really wanted. I might do a few. Just to give it some, like, feel to it. More feel. There we go. Add some slabs. There we go. And for some fun bits, well, that's all fun, but more fun bits, adding some ferns and double tall grass in the inside and around it to make it look more overgrown. Randomly, or if you want, you can do it differently. We're not all directly in there. Like maybe the tallest there, because otherwise it'll be difficult to see it for presentation. So around the front, there we go. So if you want, feel free to bone meal this. You do not have to place it all by hand. I just feel like placing it all by hand. And some flowers will always do the trick. In the new update, there are these pink petals. We're gonna see if they work. This update probably isn't that new, but new to me. That's new to me. So, oh yeah, those look cute. Gives them a pop of color. So, there we go. We're gonna add some dandelions because those are always good. And some rose poppies. Wow. There we go. Feel free to add some more like details or anything to it. Let's just fly around, see how we like it. This not the same color. Oh, I remember what we were gonna add. I had this idea and this vision for there to be some. Oh, you can't do that on bedrock. Anyways, like some vines. Wait, so you literally can't. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna add some moss. Moss blocks. That's all moss. Okay. That is looking good. Feel free to go like, if you want to go like overboard, go overboard like I'm doing. I'm going crazy with it. I love it. It's so fun. So I think that's just about it. It makes it feel very alive to have that. So just some of the aerial pictures. Get some of that. There we go. And that is the picture. That's it. I hope you had a great time. These are some of the blocks we used, not all the decorations, but that's okay. Yeah, have a great rest of your day or a great night. And yeah, catch you next time.